What's up? Hello, everybody. Ori in the building. Man, I am feeling extremely great today. I'm feeling like I have a lot to say to you. Come here, Cleo. I feel like I gotta talk to y'all. When I tell you today's live is gonna be it, trust me when I say that. Like, I gotta get so locked in on the message that I'm probably not even gonna be looking at the chat too much. But just trust me, cause I got some shit to say. Hey guys, how y'all doing? I missed you. Today is a 22 day. Today is a 22/5 day. Today is a very important day. I'm very excited about this live. I'm very excited about what we're doing. I'm very excited about the energy that's going on. I can feel the energy. I can feel the energy. Real talk. I can feel the energy. And I got to talk to y'all about it. I got to talk to y'all about it. I'm waiting for a couple more people to get in here because I really want to give this message to as many people as I can. Let me see. Let me pull up. See what we looking like. We looking like we getting some people coming in. Y'all make sure y'all join the live. Get in here. I see my people on YouTube. Ori tapped in with that 22 energy. I love you too. Right when I typed that, you said it. Peace and good vibes. Yo, what's up, meow meow? What's up, everybody? Listen, I am super duper excited. And the reason why I am super duper excited is because, you know, when you just, I might have to put my glasses on for this live. Let me see. What's it giving? It's not giving. Don't worry about it. Let's see. Let's try these. Let's see. What's this giving? Is this giving it? Let's see. Hold on. I got to pick the right one for the theme. What's... It's not giving. I might have to just look you in your eyes. None of those. Some days they give, some days they don't. So I'm thinking that maybe the reason why I gotta talk to y'all with no glasses is because you need to see me. You need to look me in my eyes. All right. So let's get into it. Are you guys ready? I need everybody right now in this live. I'm telling you, this live is gonna be a great live. Tomorrow is my birthday also. So I will be going live tonight. Tomorrow is also my birthday, so I have a new song dropping too. I want you guys to know that I will play it. But I'm feeling very tapped in today. And I want to share it with you guys, okay? So what I need you to do is, I need you to share this live with as many people as you can. And what I want you to do is I want you to take notes or screen record. Why did I think you was a Leo? I have Leo placements. My father was a Leo also. All right. So with further ado, let's get started. I'm telling you, I can feel it. Maybe it's because my birthday tomorrow that I'm like tapped into some shit. But let's get into it, all right? So I just need you to follow me, all right? All right, here we go. Where my little stick at so I can do a little tap. Where my little stick at? Y'all ready? All right, here we go. Let's get into it. So, let me record. Be about to record. All right, here we go. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to this live. Welcome to wherever you are watching this at. If you're watching this, I just turned 26. Today is October 22nd. October 23rd is my birthday, but today is going to be very special. And the reason why today is going to be very special is because it's quite funny that before I actually got on this live, I wasn't really feeling the best. But then I went out. Today's a 5 day. So 5 is the number of movement. And I went out and I got a coffee. I was talking on the phone with the client, doing a coaching call or whatever. And I started to feel my energy elevate. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because it led to this moment right here where I have so much to talk to you about. And I'm going to tell you what today's topics are about. Today's topic is magnetism. Today's topic is magnetism. And you're learning from the best, baby. You're learning from a Scorpio. You're learning from a person who's born first day of Scorpio. So I'm the beginning of this shit. And I'm a 5. So you know what that means? That means, bitch, I'm about to give you game. All right? So let's get into it. What I need you to understand is that I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm going to give you the information and I'm going to give you the truth. And if you judge it, that's your business. That's your business. But what I have to do is I have to tell the truth. I have to speak the facts. And if it don't resonate, it don't resonate. If it do, it do. All right? So let's get into it. The first thing that I want you to understand is that magnetism is an energy thing. No matter what I say, no matter how much it may seem superficial when I tell you get your facial or wear this or wear that, or no matter how much you may think it seems superficial, everything is connected energetically. Everything is connected with your numerology and your astrology. You see, some of you guys are not even tapped into your most magnetic self because it's almost like, imagine a girl goes blonde and blonde is not her color. That's what some of y'all are doing. Some of y'all are putting on the wrong things that don't match your energy. Some of y'all are around the wrong people, don't match your energy. It's making you seem less attractive. It's making you attract less. Your energy can't travel as far because you have things restricting it. You have to understand you are a magnetic being. You have an electromagnetic field. So what that means is that your energy, hold on. That means that your energy can be felt further than your body. You don't have to be 6 feet away for somebody to feel you 6 feet away. Somebody said frozen. Are we frozen? No, we're not frozen. We're not frozen. All right. So this is what I want to tell you. Guys, I think so many thoughts when it comes to this that sometimes I get afraid to share it. I won't, because I be like, damn, I'm giving the game away. You feel me? So first thing I want to say is that in order to be magnetic, you have to be okay with being by yourself. Why do I need to be okay with being by myself? You need to be okay with being by yourself because sometimes you're going to be required to walk away from certain people because of their disrespect. And if you don't love yourself enough to be okay with walking away from people and being by yourself, you're gonna lose your respect. Some of y'all, you don't have a really good relationship with yourself, so you don't like spending time by yourself. So you would rather take terrible company over being by yourself, all because you don't want to be alone. That right there, if you struggle with being by yourself, you're already fucked. Magnetism is not going to work for you. Being attractive and magnetic and the most beautiful version of yourself, it's not going to work for you. Because when it's time for you to walk away, you're not going to be willing. You're not going to be able to. You have no self-power, no your self-worth. So that's why a lot of y'all are feeling very isolated. And the reason why you're feeling isolated is because you're being taught how to love yourself. You're being taught how to be okay with you. And then you have to understand that anybody that comes into your life after is just extra. What's up, Katora? It's just extra. Some of y'all be using other people to feel good about yourself. And then you wonder why you're not magnetic. You think people can't feel that shit? Some of y'all be conversating with people just to hear yourself. And then you think people can't feel that shit? Thank you for the gift, Wendy. Thank you for the gift, Empress. You think people can't feel that shit? I'm at the point now where it's like I'm working on speaking less when I'm around certain people. Because the more you speak, the less your words are valued. And that's why sometimes the only place that I feel heard is here. Because this is a place where I'm able to speak freely, right? But when I start to go out into the world, I start to realize, sometimes it's better to listen. Sometimes it's better to stay quiet. Sometimes it's better to just be in your own presence. You feel me? I would rather stay silent than to talk to someone and not be heard. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I would rather be silent than to talk to someone and not be heard. And that's why as you get more elevated, you start to realize, damn, like the more elevated I get in my own spiritual wisdom, the less understood I am. And because I'm less understood, it makes me want to stay quiet. That's called wisdom. That's called wisdom. But then when you are heard, it feels so powerful. It feels so connected. It feels so much like love. It feels like a heart opening. You feel me? Another thing I want to say too is that, becoming your most abundant self is all about your routine. And another thing I'll say too is, if you guys would like to join my magnetism class where I teach psychology about being your most attractive self by using spirituality, by using quantum mechanics, and also using psychology to rewire yourself. You see, a lot of y'all are not your most abundant, beautiful self because you don't know how to rewire yourself to really see yourself as who you are. Some of y'all are beyond beautiful, but when you look in that mirror, because you see yourself as someone who's not as beautiful as you actually are, you see something different. That's why the mirror is the most important thing. Because the mirror only reflects to you what you see. Somebody could look at you and think you're absolutely beautiful, and you still won't believe them. There's this book called Psycho-Cybernetics that talks about the fact that there was this plastic surgeon. He would do plastic surgery on people, remove this fat ear, remove this fat lip, and people would still carry themselves with the insecurity as if they don't have it. Thank you for the gift 16, Carlene. Thank you for the gift, Marie. And thank you for the gift, Empress. So what that goes to show is that some of you guys could literally get plastic surgery. Like, for example, right? I got my teeth done, right? When I first got them done, I was still covering my mouth as if something was wrong with my mouth. And that's because I had to reprogram myself to say, you have nice teeth, you have beautiful teeth, you have this, you have that, you have this. So some of y'all don't even realize you're not even viewing yourself accurately. And that's where the problem lies. Because you don't see yourself. The book is called Psycho-Cybernetics. And if you want to join my magnetism class, all you need to do is DM me your birthday. And if your birthday is eligible, then you'll join. But here's what I want to tell you about magnetism. You have to understand that not to judge yourself. And not to judge yourself. And the reason why I say this is because if you are overly critical about yourself, here's the thing. If you are overly critical about other people, you're going to be overly critical about yourself. If you are overly critical about other people, that's why I don't judge people. You see me, when I see people, I'm always trying to find a reason to compliment them. Because if I'm looking at them in a negative light, I'm looking at myself in a negative light. I'm always going to be, y'all have to understand, how you see other people is how you going to see yourself, sweetie. How you see other people is how you gonna see yourself. Period. You feel me? And what I will say is that balancing out, I think one of the most magnetic things that somebody can do is balance out their masculine and their feminine energy. There's a reason why Alton Mason, there's a reason why Michael Jackson and Prince were seen as some of the most magnetic people possible. And the reason why was because they weren't limiting themselves to only one aspect of themselves. They wanted to explore all aspects of themselves, even if it was demonized. And guess what? That authenticity also makes you abundant. And it also makes you attractive. Because everybody wants to be themselves. And when we see other people who are doing it unapologetically, we want to be like you. But let's talk about the pros and cons of being magnetic and realizing that a lot of y'all have confused yourself with magnetism because of the hate that you get when you're magnetic. So some of y'all have thought that this shit a bad thing, when in reality it's a good thing. You just never realized that this good thing also come with the bad shit too. I hear it now. Here's one of y'all comments that y'all be saying. Here's one of y'all comments. Empress, just subscribe to me on YouTube so you can watch the video. Here's something that y'all be saying. Y'all be like, bro, why people so weird? Y'all don't think celebrities be thinking that when niggas be grabbing their shirts and trying to smell like You don't think sweetie, that's what happens when you get fans. Bitches get weird. You ever had somebody who liked you so bad they got weird? Admiration gets weird sometimes. And you gotta learn how to accept that that's what comes with living the life as you. You don't think Beyonce be seeing weird shit? You don't think Michael Jackson was seeing weird, like, that's what comes with being you. That's what comes with being sexy. That's what comes with being attractive. But my thing is, I really need you to embrace this version of you. The only reason you're not shining the way that you want to is because you're having trouble accepting that you are who you are. That's why I just posted a TikTok where I said, yes, I always have cameras in my face. Duh. Yes, I always have. Because every single thing that people would try to demonize me about, I've already accepted in my life. And I fucked around and fell in love with it. Some people, oh, she only care about money. She only materialistic. She only this, she only that. You know how I switched that? I'm about my bag. And that offends you. And that's okay. If I was broke and somebody in front of me was about their bag, I would feel a type of way too. That's why y'all have to stop looking at people and thinking that their comments actually mean some shit. Their comments mean nothing. How you mad at somebody because they want abundance? How you feel small because somebody want to be big? What makes you think that because somebody wants to be big that means you got to be small? If I want to be big, that means you should be big with me. I'm so tired of small-minded people. So you know what I did? I created a personality that repels those type of people away. You see, confidence and arrogance looks the same to insecure people. Confidence and arrogance looks the same to insecure people. Once you realize that, you will never give a fuck about an insecure person again. Why would I ever value the opinion of someone who's insecure? Quite frankly, I don't value the opinion of nobody. Guys, my own mom opinion don't fucking matter sometimes. So if my mom's opinion don't matter, why would somebody who I don't know think that their opinion has weight? You see, some of y'all are afraid to think this way because you think it makes you an asshole. I'm just an asshole then. At least I love myself. At least I'm not hating myself because I'm too busy trying my best not to be an asshole because you think I'm an asshole. You get what I'm saying? So should we care about good opinions too, though? You have to understand that if you live for the criticism, if you live for the compliment, you die by the criticism. You feel me? At the end of the day, I think you're smart enough to know that obviously if you have a mentor, you trusted, you chose that mentor, obviously you know who to listen to. But I'm telling you right now that you have to get really good at listening to your own voice. You have to get really good at listening to your own voice. There are some days where I work out and I don't listen to music. I don't listen to positivity. I don't listen to anything. I listen to my own voice. Because guess what? My own voice is connected to something so much more bigger than me. You get what I'm saying? So what I've realized is just like, man, you know what's right. At the end of the day, you would rather be wrong by listening to yourself than being wrong because you listen to somebody else. Something about listening to somebody else and it being wrong, ooh, that shit just hit. But when you wrong because you was listening to yourself, it's just easier to accept. It's easier to get, because it's like you went out your own way. You know what I'm saying? Like doing something somebody else say and it don't work. Ooh, something about that really fuck with me, because it's like, man, I could have failed listening to myself. I would have rather failed listening to myself. You get me? And what I need you to do is I need you to be so confident in what's up, P? I want you to be so confident in who you are that You don't need somebody else's opinion. Some of y'all, when it's time for y'all to make a decision, you go calling this person, this person, this person, this person, this person. Should I do this? Should I do this? Should I do this? Should that? Like, damn, is you a boss or not? I've never known a boss to go seek validation and opinion so much. Are you a boss or not? You think I go and check in with a motherfucker about what they think I should do? No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. If I'm coming to you, I've already made my decision. I don't need another decision maker, because that's where confusion comes in. Y'all got to learn to trust yourself so abundantly, so clearly. You don't need none other person but yourself and your inner spirit and God. And guess what? You can hear God within you. Period. You feel me? Another thing too is a lot of y'all don't realize how much meditation really helps you with your magnetism. You're not magnetizing things around you because the way that you think, because of the emotions that you feel. You always feel like shit, and then you think you always feel like shit, and then you think you're gonna manifest gold. Come on, babes. Let's be for real. Let's be for real. Remember what I told you, because I can. Some of y'all need to start growing some balls. Y'all need to start growing some, like, it's time for you to tap into your own inner Beyonce. You don't got to listen to Beyonce to know what that means. You ain't got to be a fan of Beyonce to know what that means. I just said tap into your inner Beyonce. I didn't have to explain it. You knew what that meant. What the fuck that tell you? What does that tell you? Some of y'all are so afraid of popping your shit because you afraid of people thinking that you arrogant. I used to be afraid. What's up, Emily? I used to be afraid of being confident because insecure people used to make me feel bad for being confident. Excuse me? I am a recovering people pleaser. So you don't know what it took me to get here. So by all means, feel away. And y'all gotta start looking at people. You gotta start looking at people in their chest and say, oh well, you didn't like that I said that? Oh, I'm sorry. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is why you fuck with me. You don't fuck with me because I'm trying to get your approval. You don't fuck with me because I'm trying to get you to like me. That's not why you here. You fuck with me because you know I'm gonna do me regardless of you here or not. And you are the same way. Real attract real. I don't gotta sit here and dance like a monkey to get people to watch me. You feel me? How many people do you know are viral right now for speaking life into people? See, some of y'all gotta start really looking at your resume and start really looking at yourself and say, you know what, I am like that. I'm like that for real. Some people have to spread foolishness to get attention. I speak truth, something that most people don't want to hear. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I'm telling y'all right now. Like, y'all got to start having more pride over yourself. Stop walking out of the house looking crazy. Move like you're being watched, because believe it or not, I'm starting to think this motherfucker is Truman Show. I'm really starting to think this life is like a movie. That's what I've been realizing lately. I feel like these past 2 weeks, ever since that full moon in Aries, life has been feeling like a real movie. And I'm starting to realize that you are writing the script. You're writing the script. But you've been programmed. I don't know if it's just you so in character. You've been programmed to think that something else is writing the script. Sweetie, you are God. Like, and when I say you are God, I don't mean you are God like as a human. No, like literally you're the creator of this. Me and you, we're the same essence. We come from the same thing. You get me? So me and you, we're all living in one big realm of us. I'm living life, experiencing something different as this person. And then you're living life, experiencing life in this way and this way and this way. So what I'm trying to get you to understand is, imagine if you lived for real, like your life was a movie. And the reason why I'm saying this is because you know what happens when you live life like a movie? You actually pay attention when the wind hits your face. You actually pay attention when the weather changes. You actually pay attention when this song comes on. You pay attention when your friends smile. You pay attention to the little things. You hear the waves more. You see more butterflies. You want to know why? Because you've tapped into presence. You've tapped into magnetism. To be in a movie is to realize you are the main character and to not give a fuck about the person watching. And then once you realize you're in a movie, like, this is something that I realized. If you have Leo energy, understand, guys, if you have Leo energy, I need you to understand that you are meant to be on a stage. And another thing I want to tell you too, guys, tomorrow's my birthday. And here's what I want to say. Tomorrow being the first day of Scorpio, if you have Leo placements, if you have Scorpio placements, if you are born on the 5th, the 14th, the 23rd, the 11th, the 22nd, if you are a 33 life path, if you are a Leo, you August 14th, you are meant to be magnetic. But you need to learn how to be okay being on the stage. Because being on the stage is lonely because you're the only one that knows the script. You're the only one that knows the cues and the music. And so sometimes it can be lonely. So what I'm trying to get you to understand is be okay being the main character because there's only one main character. Okay? And I want to teach you how to rewire your brain to be okay in this new identity. Some of y'all are struggling with accepting the identity. I struggle with that. And let me tell you what happened when I struggled with being the main character and being a star. Let me tell you what happened. Because I struggled to accept my destiny, people were able to easily manipulate me by knowing where I'm struggling. So if I'm struggling to be seen, all they had to do was say, you always seek attention, or you do too much, or you always have cameras in your face. So it's funny because they're actually demonizing you for being exactly who you're supposed to be. But what happens is that envious spirit is trying to stop you from being on your destiny. If God wants you to be selfish in this season because you struggle with people pleasing and you see these people coming in your life telling you, you always selfish, you never give, you never help, you never... Why are you so selfish? Because I can be. Why are you only focused on yourself? Because I can. Remember, I told you, start using because I can. Because I can is such a... Guys, that's my philosophy. Because I can. Because I can. And what I'm trying to get you to understand is learn how to equip yourself with the tools that you need so you can shift. Equip yourself with the tools so you can shift. You have to equip yourself with the tools to protect yourself from your old self. Because your old self only knows comfort. And guess what? Being seen is uncomfortable. All of the growth is uncomfortable. So imagine everything that you need to do is outside of this circle, but your old self doesn't want you to leave this circle. And you need to learn how to be uncomfortable. So one of the things that I tell people who are in the magnetism class is take a cold shower in the morning. Learn how to find joy in being uncomfortable. Learn how to find pride in being uncomfortable. Make sure you guys subscribe to me on YouTube so you guys can watch all of my lives. So if you guys haven't subscribed to me on YouTube, go ahead and check my TikTok page, all right? Another thing too, if you are looking to maximize what people call aura, it's so funny, people call it aura, right? But I think about your aura as your electromagnetic field. So really all it is how big is your energy? How big is your energy? And it's funny because most of the times people who have the most fans tend to be old souls. So for example, y'all remember on the internet when everybody was going crazy about Duke Dennis and how he got all this aura and everything? Duke Dennis is a 33 life path. Duke Dennis is a 33 life path. XXX Tentacion, 33 life path. Playboy Cardi, 11 life path. Kanye West, 11 life path. These old souls. If you have any of these numbers within your birthday, guess what? All you have to do is learn how to use your energy. Everything is simply about learning how to program yourself. You see, when you first learned how to drive, it was scary, right? It was scary. You were scared to drive by yourself. You needed this, but now you drive without even thinking. You be tuning out. You're like, oh shit, I just tuned out. Now it's easy. What I'm trying to offer you is understanding of yourself. How do I help you understand yourself? Astrology, numerology, but also helping you understand your perspective shit. So for example, somebody said they're born 7/11. You are a very emotional person. So your magnetism comes from you using your emotions. The problem is that you destroy yourself by feeling negative emotions. Somebody said witchcraft. I'll show you witchcraft. Ready? Lock, lock, lock. You see, the problem is your TikTok says you're God's servant. I'm not a servant. I am God. I'm one with God. You see, all of y'all Christians, y'all swear y'all understand shit so bad. So bad. To me, it sounds like y'all are a slave to God instead of really understanding what it means when the Bible said, I am my Father, you are one. Y'all be taking your own power away. And that's not to say that the Bible is right or wrong. Y'all just fail to really understand it on a deeper level. You feel me? I don't look at any religion and I don't think that's wrong, that's right, that's wrong, that's right. I think they all have truth. The problem is you got to understand everything is about perspective. If you are a lack spirit, you're going to view everything through lack. But if you are an abundant spirit, you're going to view everything through abundance. I study Neville Goddard. Look, now my shit glitching and shit. I study Neville Goddard. Neville Goddard teaches manifestation through the Bible. I also study African spirituality. You see, a lot of y'all don't really understand what it means to say I am. Remember I. What is I? I is consciousness. I, third eye, pineal gland, I. You get me? I am. So let's continue. I was talking about the birthdays. So like I said, if you guys want to join my magnetism class, go ahead and DM me your birthday. That's the only way you're going to get into my class. And the reason why is because I know birthdays that are overly manipulative for no reason. Like my people who are born 1996. I say this all the time. People born 1996 and 1984, you guys are manipulative without even knowing it. You bitches have a gift. Like, I got to be careful fucking teaching y'all shit. The people born the year of the rat, 1996... in 1984, y'all are fucking gifted at just manipulation. Gifted. My people born in 1999, you are so good when it comes to understanding psychology. I'm born in 1999. And when I tell you I observe people, I study people, I understand when people are insecure. And this is what I teach. And I'm a Scorpio. Y'all know I love studying people. But do you understand why I learned how to study people? Because guess what? In order to be influential at a high level, you have to understand what inspires people. See, some people may say, what is it that you want to be, Ori? I want to be the most influential person there is. You want to know why? Because to inspire someone is to put someone in spirit. A lot of y'all don't even realize y'all are naturally influential just by you doing you. Just by you doing you, you have no clue how influential you are. Oh, April 28th? You bought your bag. You bought your bag. You bought your bag. You bought your bag. That's one thing I can say. Also, another thing too, if you're born on the 8th, I'm gonna give y'all a little breakdown, okay? But listen. Y'all got to run up the likes and y'all got to make sure y'all follow me. If you're not following me here on TikTok right now, make sure you guys follow me. I'm about to give y'all a couple of breakdowns, okay? So look. Here's the first thing. Number one. Excuse me, y'all. So, if you're born on the 1st, if you're born on the 10th, if you're born on the 19th, The way that you're magnetic is through your leadership. That's how you're magnetic. What takes away your magnetism is alcohol. Don't say I ain't tell you. I'm not going to give y'all all the game, okay? If you want more, join the magnetism class, all right? So, another thing, now let's do number 2, which is 11. If you have 11 on your birthday, what makes you magnetic is your emotions. What takes away your magnetism is you crashing out, your emotions. So, when you're connected to your emotions and you know how to control them and you know how to channel them into the right thing, you are a visionary. Like, look at Kanye. Kanye is a perfect example of an 11. When he crashing out. But when he in his right energy, he inspires the whole fucking world. 3, if you're born on the 3rd, your magnetism comes from your humor. Your magnetism comes with how funny you are, how connected you are to your childlike self. And also it comes from how young you look. You have the gift of gap. 4, what makes you magnetic is how hard you work and how you do things the right way. 5, what makes you magnetic, bitch, you just, 5 is the number of the bad bitch. So 5, 14, 23rd, I'm born on the 23rd. 5, 14, 23rd, Leo is the 5th sign, you just the bad bitch. 5 is the number of the bad bitch, you look good, you're the number of the model. 6, what makes you magnetic is how you give to people, how you care for people, how you have a motherly energy or a fatherly energy. It's how caring you are, how much you listen, right? And also how big you are on family. 7, what makes you attractive is the way you think and how smart you are. 8, what makes you attractive is money. Money, your taste, power, being powerful, right? 9, what makes you attractive is who you are around and how you think. That's what makes you attractive. Your environment, who you're around. All right? And what also makes you attractive is how you think. But what really makes you attractive is how you see through shit. The downfall of an 8, being broke. Broke. If you broke and you an 8, cut it. Cut it. Cut it. If you are an 8 and you are broke, you like in the worst part of your energy. All right? I already did 11. 22, what makes you attractive is how you build and how hard you work. I'm Aries moon in 2nd house, yeah. And then 33. Just 33, what makes 33s attractive is just their presence is just fucking influential. And what I do on my magnetism class, another thing that I taught in my magnetism class, and this is the last thing because I'm really giving out a lot of info. A lot of y'all don't understand that you stressing yourself out is also stopping you from being magnetic. And the reason why is because when you start getting stressed, your cortisol levels start to rise. When your cortisol levels start to rise, your face rounds up. Your skin breaks out. You get fatter. You start accumulating a lot of liquid within your body. You want to know why? Because water is connected to 11 energy. 11. Okay? 11 is connected to emotion. Ocean. So, what you have to understand is, sorry y'all, I'm just yapping. What you have to understand is the key to magnetism is understanding your own energy. But another thing too is being present. Some of y'all are not present. And that's why I say a lot of the exercises that I have on my magnetism class will also be able to help you understand your own energy. That's another thing. And here's what I'll say. Anybody that joins my magnetism class today will get a free reading, a free mini reading. So if you join my magnetism class today, all you need to do is DM me. All you need to do is DM me. I will give you a free mini reading in the DMs. I'll send you a little video and I'll be like, hey, your birthday means this and this and this and that, this and this and that, this and this and that. All right? We good? Also, I got to play the song that I'm dropping tonight real quick. Y'all, I got to play the song. I'm dropping a song tonight. and I gotta play it for y'all. All right, y'all not ready for this. Y'all not ready for this. Y'all not ready for this. Hold on, y'all not ready for this for real. All right, here's the song. Hold on. Y'all ready for this? I'm dropping the song tonight.
I buy a ring when she only want the change. We only want to get between. Play ball, no referee. She's a freak, take the thong off with the team. Good love,
me to join.
good rob, good drugs, good fuck, good calm, good hugs. What's wrong with love? Why don't we yearn? Let's learn. Live on the vines. I see you took wrong turn. Now you with the wrong man, wrong land, wrong band.
So y'all be ready for that. That's dropping tonight. Guys, I also want to say to y'all that elevating is not easy, y'all. It's really not. As you continue to elevate, you gonna start feeling like, nah, bitch, really understand you. And I get it. When you start really elevating, it just really get lonely sometimes. And it's not that you don't find people that resonate with you. It's just your specific perspective is really only yours. You get what I'm saying? To join the magnetism class, just DM me your birthday and I'll get back to you. All right? If you're not eligible, guys, it's okay. It's okay. Just learn from the free lives and you'll be fine. All right? All right? But I love you guys. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to me on YouTube. Make sure you guys follow me here. And make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is Oriana Manhurst. All right?